Hey, this is day 7 of, making money online from sales. And after having a call being reviewed today, I realized from my past week, and by the way, hooray, we made it to 1 week. It was all my tonality. It all came down to tonality, and I'll explain that a bit. So obviously, today I couldn't work as much, super hectic, but now it's gonna be Monday tomorrow, so it's our start of a new week. My issue was tonality because on my calls, like we had a super high no-show rate with my bookings, and I realized that was because on my calls I didn't actually give a shit. By the way, reason I'm like super quiet right now is because family's sleeping, so I just want to record this real quick, but it all comes down to actually caring, right, on these calls. And I have the right questions. I know what to go into. I was just saying it like I wasn't caring. So I'll give an example of that. This is how I was doing it. I would be like, okay, cool. And I guess what? No, let me do that again. Okay, got you. And what actually got you interested in starting a remote cleaning business in the first place and made you fill out the application, right? Like, it wasn't like I really gave a shit, but what I have to be doing is just like Jeremy Minor, right? Exactly like Jeremy Minor, and have like the curiosity, like the bit of a slower tone, and obviously being professional and calm, but like still having that love, like that care, right? So they feel, like needed and felt for the prospects. So it's like, okay, got you. Or no, it's like, okay, nice. And I guess what actually got you interested in, starting a remote cleaning business in the first place, and, made you fill out that application just to see if I can help. And like, you see how it's like so much more caring, right? It's like a very calm, it's like more spaces, more pauses. So that's just my tonality. Now, I used to have this tonality way before I actually got a mentor. I'm not gonna say my mentor's name, but my mentor, um, when I started working under him, because like I got on an offer from my mentor, and like my mentor was the sales manager on the team. He told me to fully cut out like the Jeremy Minor tone, and he's like from Miami, so he has that very cocky tone. Like he can shit talk you on a sales call, like he can make fun of you, right? He can bully you, but he's so good at doing it after like 6 7 years, where when he does it, like the prospect or the lead agrees with you, right? So for example, someone would be like, "Oh, I don't want to share." I'll ask them like, "Okay, cool. And like, how much do you make every single month from your job right now?" They'll be like, you know, "No, I don't want to share that." Right? Like, it's personal information. How I would do it is like, "Oh, okay," and like sharing information about your goals and stuff is not personal. Like you'd kind of make fun of them, right? Like that's how my mentor was teaching me. Um, my boss right now, he hates my mentor, right? Like he just hates the way he does his things, and it makes so much sense now because the way I got trained, like after joining him, he's like throw out all this Jeremy Minor bullshit. Like he literally told me he's like stop listening to Jeremy Minor, and he's like he like the way he does it is just very Miami stereotype, right? Like, he's like the cocky bro, right? Like it works for him because he's been doing this for so long, but like for me, it makes sense. And like my boss is like he loves Jeremy Minor. His English isn't as good, but he's good at sales because he literally has that Jeremy Minor tone. So that's really the main thing. That's why they haven't been showing up. And I'm glad like after a week, right? We figured out what the problem was, and it was all me. So note to everyone: if you are having a problem, it is not the leads, it is not the business, it is not the systems. I'm genuinely serious. It is you. It is always you. And for in this case for me, it was my tonality. Like, and I never even realized this, but like I like because my boss when I first joined, he told me keep a high authority frame and also be quick with it, right? Like being fast with it. I took that too far. I would be like, okay, what do you do? Why now do you want to do this? Why do you want to go into the business? How much do you make? Blah blah blah, right? Like I just want to give a shit, but I need to give more of a shit on these calls now, and it's through tonality. So we practice, we made sure. And one thing I actually love about my boss, I know that sounds weird, but whenever I've been trained by my mentor or my when my mentor was also my boss for one of the offers or like anything, they would always bully me. Like, what do I mean by that? Like, we would review a call, for example, and they would see the problem. Instead of actually trying to solve it or like trying to do something to fix that right on the spot, they'd be like, "Bro, what are you doing? Like, this is so stupid. Like, you need to remove this thinking out of your mind. Like, what are you doing? This is like, oh my god, like this." I would get bullied, right? And then like, obviously, it would make me not follow that mistake again, but we wouldn't improve it. I just wouldn't follow that mistake, but like a new mistake would happen, right? Instead of so I was instead of actually solving the problem, they would just make the problem even worse. They would like shit talk me, right? Um, which like ruined my confidence and stuff. But like with this guy, what I loved was I think just having someone like this like makes such a big difference. I was like, okay, here we go. He's gonna shit talk me. Like we did a call review. 1 minute in, he already knew what the problem was. He's like, okay, it's tonality. Right on the spot, he's like, we're gonna fix this today. Like he literally, instead of like shit talking me, like again, he did a bit, but like it wasn't like before, right? He was just like, bro, your tonality was not good on here. It was very off. Like we gotta fix this now. Boom. Instead of just shit talking me, like instantly he went into fixing it. We started doing mocks. We started doing this. He started giving me examples. He started like, and it wasn't just he would give an example and he'd be like, okay, take that information and use it. Like he would literally ask me on the spot. Like he would be like, okay, do you understand? And like once we understood, we would do the mock so I could actually do it, and then he would like understand me. But anyways, he exposed so much things about my mentor. Like he was like how like the way he does things, like he hates it, and he can tell because my boss and my mentor, they hate each other, right? Like they don't hate each other, but like my boss hates my mentor a lot, right? My mentor probably doesn't know it, but it's because he's like very cocky. Like he's good at it. He can like shit talk people on like a call. He can like make fun of you. Like an example would be like he can like be like um someone could be like, oh, I'm making so much money, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then he'll be like, okay, you're making so much money. How much have you actually made? And then, not a lot. And then he would be like, huh, so like it's not even working. Like, with all due respect, blah, blah, blah. Like he would make fun of you. Like he will literally laugh at you on a sales call, but it works because he's been doing that for 6, 7 years. And I genuinely believe you have to be from Miami from that. But for me and like majority of people, why listening to Jeremy Miner works is because his soft tonality is just it's kind of for everyone, honestly. I think like I think you need to be if you're not somewhere very specific where they have a specific tonality. Like I'm from Canada, bro, Toronto. Like we don't have like obviously there's stereotypes of our person like of our tonality, but like overall it's not very specific. But like Miami, for if you're from Miami, bro, like you're gonna be like if you're from New York, you're gonna be very strict. If you're from Miami, you're gonna be like very cocky, like bro, like that's literally what you are, right? Um, but like for example, for me, like in overall, like most places, like bro, they don't have this tonality. Like most people don't, right? Again, it depends on what you do, right? Like Kishan before as well, like he was like one of those I said his name, but he was one of those very cocky boys. But anyways, I'm glad we figured out the problem, and I hope I can fix this. I'm gonna literally watch Jeremy Miner now. Like it's 11:30 p.m. Like I'm tired as hell. I played volleyball a bit, but like I'm tired as hell. And yeah, we're gonna see what happens. And yeah, we're gonna fix this. I'm gonna make sure like I get the Jeremy Miner. I already understand it, by the way. Like I understand how there's pauses. Like it's more caring. Like I'm definitely gonna implement that tomorrow, but I feel good about it. Like if we fix this, um, I hope we can actually make a difference because I genuinely think if I can fix this and the calls start showing up, now we have a new closer as well, and he's like very good as well, right? So there's so much room. There's no excuses. Like I need to kill it on this offer, and I'm also practicing as a closer. So like if I do really good on this, like in the next 1 to 2 months, I could also become a closer. But I'm glad to know my problem is the tonality. So to anyone out there, if your tonality is not carrying or anything like that, just watch Jeremy Miner or something, right? Like you gotta give a shit, right? You gotta be like, oh, okay, like how long have you actually been feeling like that? I guess just to see if I can help. Like you gotta give a shit, right? But with like being like, okay, like Andy Elliott, like for example, why Andy Elliott's tone doesn't work? Because like Andy Elliott's tone is like he doesn't give a shit. He's like, come on, man, we're gonna force you to do this, right? Like, anyways, that's my example, right? Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like I just kept super high authority for him, and I was trying to be quick, and like it just wasn't caring. Like I just didn't give a shit, and like you could tell my calls as well. So, anyways, tonality is definitely huge, and yeah, we'll see how tomorrow goes. You know, it's a new week. We completed 1 week now. Wow, I can't believe this is day 7. But we'll see how it is. So yeah, Monday is a new start, and we'll start crushing it tomorrow, hopefully, and after. See ya.